Okay, that was really random. I was in the presence of God. I don't know how to act. You've got to put your best phone voice on. Although I do have to say, he was a good salesman. He did me 4 beers, and I don't even drink alcohol. He did try to sell me a calendar as well, of all the monks. I passed on that one. Oh, damn it. I've got 2 sets of keys in there. I forgot. But that's not important, because what is important is today's episode. And get yourselves comfy for this one, because today's episode is going to be just like my favourite bag of sweets, licorice all sorts. And I think there's probably something in those bag of sweets for everyone. Some don't like licorice, but there are coconut in there as well. My point is, today's episode is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag. Because I have been trying to get a little bit more done on the camper build inside the van, but unfortunately sidekick Bob has had me down at the allotment for 2 days digging a massive hole in a rectangled shape that's super deep. I don't know what the heck she wants to use it for, but she's had me digging it, which means I've only had a little bit of time to do things in the van, of which I have done, but it's not quite finished. And it's still in a bit of a mess, if I'm honest, but I've been trying to stick a bit of insulation in. So I thought what we do in today's video is start by putting a bit more of that in. Fear not, it'll take 30 seconds. I've got 1 panel. And then we need to do a bit of DIY to adapt the bed to fit in here properly, because it rubs up against that bloody wheel arch. And I spent about 3 hours doing that with sound deadening, so I don't want it ripping that off. I've got a plan for that. And then we can head out for a misadventure. I've got an amazing spot local, and en route, if it's still open, I've got something that's absolutely unique to the whole of the UK. Yeah, it should be amazing. Admittedly, it's not one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it might be closed, but hey ho, let's make a start. Okay, so I'm not going to go over this too much, because on a serious level I will be showing you this in another video, and on top of that I'm trying to put a full van build series together, but it'll be a long time in the future. I want to get it all put together, and then I'll probably release the actual van build series. And I may or may not put it on the 2nd channel, but fear not, if I do that along the way, as I am doing now in misadventures and episodes, I will be showing you quickly and briefly what I've been doing and how it's been going down. So essentially, basically what I've done, and it looks like I've done nothing, which is the annoying thing, because it's the same colour as the bloody sound deadening stuff, so from a distance it just looks like the same. But what I can tell you is I've been sticking this on. It's the insulation stuff. I think it's 15mm thick, and it's a sound deadener and insulator in one, and it's bloody amazing. The difference between just a sound deadening panel and that is just incredible. It feels like a warm duvet, and it's very easy to use as well. So yeah, let's stick a bit on. Probably not that bit though. Well, I really hope I've cut it to the right size. That's all I can say. Oh no. Oh yeah, wrong way round. I think the easiest way of doing this as well is to start on one side and just trim your corners off, and then you can work in the other side. But I've actually cut it so good, it already fits perfect. Top, bottom, left and right. Oh. Thing is as well, it's not really got to be showroom perfect, because, well, this is probably going to be covered up anyway. And then to stick it on, I feel like, I don't know what it is, you know, them shopping channels or something, trying to sell a product. I'm not, I'm just showing you how it goes on. Pull the back off, sticky bit, stick to wall on van. It's difficult, not. Bollocks. I may have stuck it wrong first time. A little bit more left, Adam. Maybe a little bit more right. Oh, this one does not look good. Job's a good one. Happy days. Right, that's done. Let's go sort this bed out. And we need to go pick a few bits up for it first. Secret code. Don't look, don't look. For the allotment, no less. Oh, and I should say, fear not, I'm not just down here like a wild youth on the rob. Far be it from me being a youth, and I actually have an allotment here, so we're allowed to take a few pieces, which is what I'm going to do with these pallets here. I think a couple of those chocks is going to be exactly what I need. Oh, also, while we're here, it does seem a shame to not actually show you our allotment. It is September, coming up to October now, but there's still quite a bit going on here. And I have dropped a video on the second channel. I'll leave a link in the chat if some of you are interested in that. Just an update on sort of what went on this year with this plot. It was good. And I'm hoping these little pumpkins are going to be ready for Halloween as well. We'll see. Well, happy days then. We've done a bit of a build series. I've DIY'd the bed and it actually looks fantastic, and I've even got supplies in hand for tonight, although I've got a weird shaped gas can that I've got a sneaky suspicion isn't gonna fit, so we might end up eating tonight's dinner raw. I hope not, because it's mincemeat. For now, we can get ourselves over to this amazing, unique 8th wonder of the world, if the weather holds out and we're quick enough. Well, apparently we're here. What a fancy looking little place it is as well.
Take the next left, then turn right.
Now we've got a minute, let me show you something, because I think it was the last episode I showed you the smoke coming out the dipstick. We've got a few tweaky things going on with the van and the engine and such. Well, I've managed to get hold of this. It's an OBD device from a company called Carlet. And rather than just being a standard diagnostics OBD device, this thing does an absolute multitude of things and links up to a number of different vehicles and is very easy to use because it all comes up on your phone. Okay, so it's pretty simple to use. You just plug it in, turn your engine on, leave that running, and then hook it up with your Bluetooth on your phone. And then you can do really cool things with it, like run live data. And when I say run live data, by choosing what you want to see. So you can sort of go in here and then set exactly what you want to be watching and then start monitoring it. And there's the revs on the RPM. It's really useful. And then it's got other features like coding. So if, for example, you install cruise control in your vehicle, once you've done that manually, you then have to go into the ECU and set a code. You can do that in here. And on top of that, it's got other little useful features like maintenance, so you can just keep a track of when your service is coming up, how often your brakes are changed, and oil servicing and multiple things like that, brake fluids. And it's all in here in the app, so you can just check it and know where you're at. How many miles ago did I change the oil, for example? And then of course, because it's an OBD device, it's got the diagnostics. It's a really good bit of kit that if you've got a half decent vehicle, yeah, it's well worth having. Now, Carly do offer a number of annual subscriptions for this device, from basic to professional, with an extra bolt on for a new feature that they've just come out. I'll leave a link in the description where you can go and check it out and chat. But I must say, if you've got a car that you want to keep a track of and keep a check up on, then it's a very useful, decent device to have to do so. And all links up to your mobile phone. Okay, we're here, but we really need to be quick. We've basically got 15 minutes before this place shuts, and well, check it out. It's a proper monk's abbey, and they brew their own beer here, and not just any beer. Oh no, it's Trappist beer, and it's the only place in the UK that they brew the beer in that specific way. It's kind of a style of brewing the beer, I'm told, and it comes originally from a monastery in Belgium, and I believe one of the monks came over here to train the people here how to do it the Trappist way. And I've had a little word with the monk in here, and he's allowed us to take a few shots, so yeah, let's be a bit respectful, but let me show you the shop. That's a lovely little shop, sort of a little souvenir shop. Oh, with literature as well. And here we are, the famous Trappist beer. And apparently, because I don't drink alcohol, there is some non-alcoholic as well. Also, not only do they make the beer here, but also all these products, as I thought, they're coming from other monasteries. Did you say, where did you say the...
Caldy in Wales, Pembrokeshire.
Pembrokeshire in Wales. What a wonderful place.
St. Augustine's Monastery in Surrey.
Uh-huh.
That's Prinish Abbey in Gloucestershire.
Wow, wow. Ah, oh, chocolate. Very, very tempted. Okay, that was really random. I was in the presence of God. I don't know how to act. You've got to put your best phone voice on. Although I do have to say, he was a good salesman. He did me 4 beers, and I don't even drink alcohol. He did try to sell me a calendar as well of all the monks. I passed on that one. Happy days for getting there on time though, because I should say that shop, I think it's only open 1 day a week on a Saturday, and only for 4 hours from 12:30 till 4:30. But for now, happy days again, because I think there's a bumble we can do from here, and it looks quite a nice one. Not miles, but a little meander around. Let me get my glad rags on. Dang it, I'm gonna have to hold my hands up. I'm not doing the trail I wanted to do. It's down there and over there, the trail I wanted to do. And I thought this one links up to it, which it does, if I want to trundle for about 8 miles, which I don't. So we'll do this one anyway. That don't make sense, does it? Kind of a bit of it. There's a loop that goes around the abbey, and it's got a few views and a bits, and it should be nice. This area's lush. We're out near Whitwick. On the map or whatever, it's Whitwick. I think it's pronounced Whitwick. Sort of the boundary between the outskirts of Leicester and then coming up towards, well, Colville, I guess, is the next main town, and all between it is massive countryside. It's beautiful, lush, and today we could have a look at it. Ah, legend. I mean, look at that. What more do you want on a wet Sunday afternoon than the view of sheepy in the field living their dream? Ah, legend. Whoa! You went arse over tip. I can't help. Oh, it does work. Oh, no, fucking hell. We're jamming, hey! Jamming to the name of the Lord. Oh, that's a bit apt, isn't it, now we're at the Abbey? Bit of Bob and a bit of the God. I don't know. Ooh. The Almighty. Wow, yeah. Oh, I love all that. The old gospel. It's proper, isn't it, though? I mean, like, a lot of people go to church and we do this religion and we do that religion, but nobody does religion like gospel, mate. Backflipping in the church and, wow, yeah. Oh, you gotta love it. It's full on. I'm just having visions of that scene in the Blues Brothers. Oh God, I love that movie. It's so good. What I don't love is the fact that I forgot my boots and we're on a sludgy trail. Oh, this is not good. I have been rushing like a chicken with a burning arsehole all morning just to try and get everything ready and sorted. And I can tell you, yes, I forgot a bloody load of stuff, including lights for the van. So that's going to be interesting later on tonight, trying to find my way around. Come on then. This way. Yep, 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 yep. Come on then. Yep, 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 yep. Come on then. Come on then. Yeah, fuck you, they're all looking at me. This is mad. I don't know if you remember the episode where I became the Pied Piper of Hamlet one time. Or I came into a sheep field and I literally had about this many sheep in a line of 2 or 3s following me from behind until the ram at the front started getting a bit frisky, so I actually just legged it. But see you later. Have a good one. Dude, one's got a woolly jumper, a yellow one. Oh, maybe he's just been sprayed. Oh, imagine that, being that one guy over there. Yeah, look at me, outcast. That's me. Nobody loves me. Treat me like shit. Look at that. Gutted. Be good to him. He could actually be the king. He could be the leader of the pack. Oh, this looks bad. There's a little thing to climb over. And it goes into the jungle. Oh, I don't want to go this way. This is bad news. Give me a minute. Oh, not to worry. It looks like somebody's been down here and trimmed the bush. Good news. I do like a trimmed bush. Easy to get through. Oh, Christ. On the trail. Well, I gotta say it, what a spot and what a little trail. I love this little trail. It's amazing. Bits of everything. I'm hoping I'm not going to be walking along the road in a minute, but it's been lush. I'm only 2 minutes into it. So nice to find something, I don't know, it's relatively local. Didn't take me long to get here, but it's not hours of driving to Lancashire or something, you know what I mean? And all found, really, and pieced together, this one, from a couple of apps. The All Trails and the Park for Night. God, I love it, don't you? You know, a little bit of research in the evening on the Tinterweb, and then you can have yourself a nice little misadventure somewhere you've never been before that no one knows of. Wicked, mate. It's not a bad old view over the landscape, is it? A bit misty and a bit grey with the drizzle coming in. Real autumn weather. All the leaves on the ground, and it's a nice time of year. I've said it before, I really enjoy it. Summer's great, but hiking around, you're just sweating your knackers off. This time of year, saw me coming. This time of year, yeah, it's a little bit cooler and a little bit more doable when you're hiking around. Okay, scratch that. I'm sweating me chunga off. It does bode well though, as winter's coming into play. I seem to be acclimatising to the cold weather. Now I'm putting all that insulation in the van as well. And I'm not sure what I'm doing this winter, I'll be honest, but yeah, there's always a want to get some wax on that snowboard at some point. So yeah, we might be somewhere cold. Oh, no way. I don't think you'll get a shot of that. Looks like there's some sort of quarry thing going on down there. I think there is. There is a quarry round here, and I've hiked up to it before. Well, I didn't think it was so close. This trail's got a bit of everything. Goes around the abbey, out in the fields, down by the quarry. Pretty damn good. I'm very impressed. Oh, according to the map, it's a lake. It's not a quarry. Phew. Everywhere I've been the past few months, all these lakes and such, they're bone dry. I mean, it started drizzling a bit of rain, but feels like it's going to take a lot to fill all these lakes and reservoirs and such back up. Mad. It is a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, if you think about it, and I don't know if it's this, that, or whether it's just time, but seasons seem to have changed. I mean, when was the last time you remember having like a proper winter in the UK around December time? I don't. We get spits of snow now and again. The last time I remember anything decent in the UK was middle of February, about 30 years ago. Yes, I'm that old. You know, those old calendars of the season. I feel like they should be moved a few months these years. It's a bit odd. Well, back at the Red Dwarf then. I have to say, looking at that motorhome there, it's very tempting to kind of stay overnight here. Although on a personal level, I think it's a little bit cheeky to be parking up in a monastery car park, which is okay for us because I've actually got a spot in mind. And even better, it's only a couple of miles down the road. Give me a minute and I'll meet you there. Oh, I thought I'd park perfectly, but seems not. It seems I may have parked half in the bush back here. Yeah, might want to move forward a bit. Ah, well, that works better. I can actually open the barn doors now. Ridiculous. It is kind of a cool spot though. I'm quite chuffed. I have been here many moons ago. I think I came on the channel just for a little bit of a hike around here, but we've never stayed in the actual car park. I think it's going to be absolutely perfect. There's a bit of passing traffic, but we're out in the sticks in the countryside. I can't imagine you're going to get much bother up here. There is, however, a lot of smashed glass down here, so I'm not entirely sure what that is. It's a lot of glass as well. It's not like it's a mirror. Looks like someone might have had the windows smashed. Maybe someone's had the vehicle broke into around here. Maybe it is a bit of a dodgy spot, but yeah, I think we'll be all right. For now, I think we should get the red dwarf set up in the back here a little bit better. It'd be so nice in the future when it's all permanently in position. Done a good job though with this bed. I'll show you while we're here. It's absolutely amazing. It's mind-blowing. No, stuck a bit of wood on the bottom. Just enough, and it will be awkward to show you, to get over the wheel arch. Oh, essentially there's about a gap about half as thick as my finger, so it's not rubbing. Oh, you might be able to see it from in there. And then obviously again it's all tied on, so it's not sliding around. I mean, for now it works perfectly, but yeah, moving forward I don't really want to be having it like this. Oh my days, I actually thought I'd forgot the cooker then. I forgot so much stuff, and I know some of you will say, oh, it was an extreme rush this morning to try and get the last finicky bits done so we could get out for an evening, and I did rush it, and I was moving things from not only the Galaxy into the kitchen, but also from the van to the kitchen, and the kitchen back to the van, and the crib to the van, and it was chaos. The lights I've been using to do the insulation, and when I tidied up the insulation stuff this morning, the lights got tidied up with it. I forgot that I actually need them for when I go camping, but hey ho, we'll work through it, and there will be a few more bits that we forgot. Oh, nightmare. Moment of truth with this can of gas. I know it won't fit. Oh, this is not good. Hang on. Yeah, look, that's got a spiky, sticky out bit. And, well, that one doesn't. Bollocks. We've got half a can. We're going to have to be careful. Ah, nice. Coffee in hand. I'll be honest, there's about a quarter of a cup in there, and it's pretty cold from earlier. I haven't made a coffee. We can't risk it with that gas. We need enough to cook later. It is a bit of a stickler as well when you think about it, because having this temporary setup that I'm dragging in and out all the time is a bit of a nightmare. And I have genuinely been trying to think how the easiest way for me to move forward with this build is going to be. And I think I've come up with a relatively good idea. So you that follow the channel will know that I've got most of the stuff I need to make this happen. I've got all the insulation, that's going in bit by bit. I've got a power station and a DC to DC converter. And the only thing I need really for the electrics is a device called the D40, which will basically take power from the power station and plug it into the fuse board. The problem with it is though, it has a special setting called load mode, and when you set it to load mode, it'll only allow 20 amps at 12 volts. So for those that you know about electrics on van, 20 amps is not enough. It'll be enough for me lights, and it'll be enough for a fridge if that's the way I want to go around it. I might be able to plug a fridge straight into a 12 volt socket, but the main problem is going to be the diesel heater. But looking, I think there might be a way around it. I think I might be able to get a 3-pin 240 socket to converter, which will then down it to 12 volts and output at 30 amps. I know that all sounds very complicated, but I have seen them for sale, so some testing at some point will have to be done, because the diesel heater for the winter is absolutely paramount. And I'll be honest, I've just been looking, and there's a massive amount of space under here for a diesel heater, so there'll be no problem getting one in there with the tube coming out. The thing I was originally a little bit worried about where to put it was because I've got a lot of stereo equipment that's going in the front, and originally I was going to have a bass bin, and I don't know where I was going to put that. 2 forms of benches, if you get what I mean, rectangle kind of benches with a kitcheny area there, and then maybe have one of those pull. And then I really think, to keep it simple in the back, I just want to build 2 forms of benches, if you get what I mean, rectangle kind of benches with a kitcheny area there, and then maybe have one of those pullover slats for a bed. Might fancy it up a bit, and it's open to debate how it actually goes in and down, but that's the general plan. Thing with it is, I'm genuinely planning to rip it out again at a later stage, possibly early next year, March, April time. So I genuinely don't even know if I'm going to even carpet the whole van. I may just carpet panels that go back on there for now, but we'll see how we go. I'll be honest, even though I want to keep it simple, I still feel it's going to take quite a few months to get it done. I have got some other things that I want to be doing away from the van with the crib and some other bits, and then on top of that I have got to be taking it here and there for engine fixes and things along those lines, so I'm not going to have it for a week here or a few days there, but hopefully bit by bit we can get it to some form of usable camper. A stealth camper without windows and all the bling of a pop-top roof. We can get that later. For now, we'll stay under the radar. Oh, damn it. Oh, this is crap. I'm having to cook sat outside in the doorwell, because it's the only place we've got any semblance of light. Otherwise you won't be able to see what I'm doing, because the rest of the van's like the black hole of ruddy Calcutta. But hey ho, that's the least of our worries, because I'm sure we forgot half the stuff for cooking the actual ruddy meal. Also, I'm not entirely sure I could have got any more basic. I've got a bag of rice, check. I've got a bit of meat, check. Ooh, probably should have put that in the fridge earlier. And some sausage to go with it. What a bloody travesty as well. This is a disgrace. I can't believe it. I bought Uncle Ben's because it's the best, because it's Uncle Ben's. But it's not Uncle Ben's anymore, is it? It's just called Ben's Original. He's me uncle, he always was. And now he's just Ben. What does that mean to me? Sod all, there's no connection. When he was Uncle Ben, it felt homely, like family, like I was eating something good that had been passed down from generations. But now it's made by Ben, some geezer on the street in Durham. I don't even know who he is. He's not Uncle Ben, is he? Sorry, I really had to get that off my chest. It bugged me when I picked it up earlier in the paddock. It's not right, you know. They change everything. I were in the Ruddy shop the other day looking for a marathon bar. We didn't have any. I ended up with a Snickers. I guess I just don't understand the fundamentals that the marketing gurus work on. There was one in Thailand, though, that was absolutely hysterical. there's a supermarket over there called Lotus. It's actually owned by Tesco, so it's Tesco Lotus. And I don't really know what happened, but I assume it got bought out by another company. And rather than keep calling it Lotus, they renamed it to Lotus. I can't pronounce it. They stuck an S on the end of Lotus. So it's Lotus, exclamation mark, S. Lotus. It's ridiculous. But like I say, I'm not a marketing guru, am I? Yeah, I know. None came out, did it? That's because it's empty. Say no more. When in dry with the meat, it might be a bit stickier. Wow, that was hot. I've got to say though, this is epic. Not the chiller, because it's not Uncle's, it's just Ben's. A bit of footy on. My team's already winning 2-0. A little meal for the evening. And out in the van. Everybody else has toddled off now. Just had someone wander by, and big smile, little chap. He used to have a transporter himself. I'm genuinely made up. Just out here for the evening. A guy doing his thing. Simple things as well, eh? Don't always need $1 million or pounds to be happy. I guess philosophically, you just got to follow what you know makes you happy. Which is why in the next episode I'm going to Las Vegas, to the casinos, and we're going to be hitting the roulette wheel. No, it's not. Because this is genuinely nice. And as I get this built out a bit more, it's going to get even better. Right, I'm going to munch up and watch the end of the football. Well, don't know if I got a shot of that, but someone was doing about 90 miles an hour down the road. Proper little boy racer. Maybe it is a road for it. There's been a couple go by already. But we are starting to lose the light. It's about 7 o'clock. And with no lights in the van, I think is all I'm going to do is get a brew on, a little mover, and settle myself down for the night. Hopefully we won't get any bother. I don't think we will. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Nice. An evening out in the van, mate. Wicked. Morning. Nightmare. 10:30 in the morning, and there's already loads of cars going by. I've overslept. I wanted to get up early, but it was a nice night's sleep and super toasty warm with all this insulation in the back of the van. In terms of the spot for the night, it was pretty good. There was a few boy races racing down this road in the wee hours, and about 11:30 a car pulled in here. I don't know what they were up to, but they only stayed about 10 minutes and then toddled off. Apart from that, it was completely peaceful. And I think this morning is all I'm going to do, honestly, is just tidy up a little bit, maybe make a brew for the road, and then head on back to the homestead. I really hope you enjoyed this one, doing a little bit to the van, tweaking it up and getting out in it again. It feels good to be out in the Red Dwarf. If you did enjoy this episode, then all the good stuff. Hit the like button, subscribe to keep up with this series, and definitely hit me in the comments, and whatever you get up to, you do. Take it easy, enjoy the camp, and stay stealthy. All right, to the belly.